Open Scratch and click the Create button on the home page. This will launch a brand new project. At the top of the screen, rename your project to something like Tank Game, just to keep things organized. Next, go ahead and delete the default cat sprite. We won't be needing it. All right, before the action begins, we need a player tank. Let's start by creating the sprite. Add a new sprite from scratch. Use the rectangle and circle tools to draw your tank. Make it simple and clean. Aim for a total size of around 24 by 20 pixels. That's a good fit for our game grid. Once you're done, duplicate the costume. In the second costume, we'll make a hit version. This one will flash when the tank takes damage. Be sure to name your sprite, like Player Tank, and each costume clearly. It'll help a lot when we start coding. Awesome work! Now let's plan how our tank will move. Here's what we want to achieve. Rotate left and right. Move forward and backward, based on the direction the tank is facing. Sounds simple, right? Let's break it down with code. In Scratch, direction matters. When your sprite turns, it also changes which way it moves. So here's the logic we'll use. When green flag clicked, start the game. Forever loop keeps checking for input. If left arrow key is pressed, turn counterclockwise by 5 degrees. This rotates the tank to the left. If right arrow key is pressed, turn clockwise by 5 degrees. This rotates the tank to the right. If up arrow key is pressed, move forward by 5 steps. This moves the tank in the direction it's currently facing. If down arrow key is pressed, move -5 steps. This moves the tank backward, still along its facing direction. Quick tip: negative step values in Scratch move the sprite in the opposite direction. That's how we make the tank reverse. So with just a few blocks, we now have smooth tank rotation and movement. Now, ready for some action? Let's move to shooting next. Let's start with a quick preview of what we're building. The tank can shoot in any direction, and the bullet follows the tank's current rotation. That's what we're about to create. So how does this work? Well, the bullet isn't just moving once. We're creating a clone of it each time we shoot. That clone becomes an independent projectile. It remembers the tank's direction, then flies off in that direction, just like a real bullet. Let's build it. First, we need a new sprite. This will be our bullet. Use the circle tool to draw a small dot. Keep it small and neat. At the start of the game, we don't want to see the original bullet. So we say, when green flag clicked, hide. Now comes the core mechanic, cloning. When the spacebar is pressed, we create a clone of the bullet. The real magic happens inside the clone. Here's how we set up the clone behavior. When I start as a clone, first, go to the player tank, so the bullet starts at the tank's position. Then, point in the direction the tank is facing. Move forward a few steps, just enough to sit just in front of the tank. Then, show the bullet. Now, we keep it moving, so we use a repeat until block. Repeat until it hits something. For now, we'll check if the bullet touches the edge of the screen. Inside the repeat, we simply say, move 10 steps. Once it touches the edge, delete the clone. The bullet is gone. Quick fix. If your bullet isn't following the tank's direction correctly, we'll fix that using a variable. Create a variable called tank direction for all sprites. In the tank's forever loop, we keep updating this value. Set tank direction to direction. This keeps the current angle the tank is facing. Now, in the bullet's clone code, instead of pointing toward the tank, we say, point in direction, tank direction. That's it. Now your bullet really tracks the tank's rotation.